Hiya, fam. Welcome back. Hope you guys are having a great day. I'm Joe.
I'm Dan.
And we're back with another reaction, another pitch meeting. Which one?
This is the pitch meeting to Rogue One.
Going in chronological order here still.
Yes, we
All
are.
right. Let's see how that goes, eh?
Hey.
All right. Cheers to you, fam. Enjoy.
So you have a Star Wars script for me? Yes, sir, I do. And this one's gonna be called Rogue One. Oh, Rouge One, I like it. No,
No.
Rogue One. Right, Rouge One. R-O-G-U-E, Rogue. Exactly, R-O-U-G-E. Well, that's different from what I said. Yeah, whatever. Let's hope this doesn't become a problem in comment sections online. Yeah,
I hope
so.
not.
So what's this movie about?
Was it?
Well, you know how in
Probably
the
was.
opening text scrawl of A New Hope, there's mention of some rebels that managed to steal some plans for the Death Star? Yeah. So what I'd like to do is that as a movie. You want to make a movie about a line from a text scrawl? Yeah,
Yes.
everyone's been wondering
All right.
how did the rebels get their hands on the plans? Have they though? Maybe. Well, all right. So how does it all go down? Well, we're gonna start with this evil dude Krennic who wants to force this guy Galen Erso to come work on the Death Star. So Galen's got to hide his wife Lyra and his daughter Jyn. Oh, so they have to rush into hiding? Yeah, they could kind of take their time with it. Krennic lands like stupid far away. How come? So that the good
Fair.
guys can shout exposition at each other. Fair enough. Well, at least Jyn's mom is gonna be with her. No, she's gonna die. Oh, she is? Yeah, instead
Oh,
of taking care of her daughter, she's gonna go back and try to shoot a bunch of guys with a little pistol. Why would she do that? Because she's a mom in a Star Wars movie, so she can't be alive for long. Right, that
Oh,
makes sense.
wow.
So then we're gonna jump forward in time and meet this dude Cassian
hurt.
who shoots his
A little
friend
bit.
in the back. Oh, he's a bad guy. No, he's one of the main rebel good guys. Oh, really? Yeah, and we're also gonna meet a rebel extremist named Saw Gerrera who's visited by an Imperial pilot that defected. Why does he defect? Because Galen Erso sent him with a message about the Death Star. Oh, so Saw is gonna help him? No, Saw doesn't believe him, so he uses this thing called the Borgullet on him. Borgullet? Yeah, it's like this tentacle monster that can tell if you're lying or something,
Oh,
but the
yeah,
side
it's
effect
creepy.
is
It is
that
freaky,
you lose
yeah.
your mind. Oh, so it's gonna be hard for the pilot to be of any help for the rest of the movie. Actually, super easy.
Barely
an
an inconvenience.
He doesn't lose his mind. Yeah, someone's gonna remind him that he's a pilot in the next scene, and we're never gonna talk about it again. Seems like
Yeah.
a weird thing to include if it's not gonna have any effect on anything. Yeah, super weird.
It's a little bit
So
crazy.
anyway, Jyn
Yeah.
was raised by Saw, so the rebels sent her and Cassian to go talk to him. How does that go? Well, on the way, they make friends with these two guys, Chirrut and Baze. What's their role in the movie? They bicker about the Force, and they're gonna flip a switch later. Oh, flipping switches is tight. And so then Jin's gonna see a message from her dad, and he says he built a fault into the Death Star that if you shoot it, the whole thing blows up. Oh, wow, you're closing up that plot hole from A New Hope. Yeah, that plot hole always kind of bugged me, so I wrote an entire movie to fix it. You're a little crazy, aren't you? Yes,
I
sir,
don't know,
I
makes sense to
am.
me.
So what
Yeah.
happens next? Well, everyone's gonna say the word hope so much it hurts your ears. No, that's fun. Hope, 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 hope. And then Grand Moff Tarkin's gonna be like, wait, Grand Moff Tarkin is in the character played by Peter Cushing? That's
Yes.
the one.
Wow,
You know, he
yeah.
passed away in 1994, right? Yeah, but you can like CGI him back to life or something, right? I guess. Is that a little
not-
unethical though?
Yes.
That's probably
It's not
fine.
that
That's
bad.
probably fine. So anyway, the bad guys are gonna
It's
fire the
unethical to me.
Death Star at the planet Jeddah where all the characters are. Oh, so all the characters are gonna die? No, they're using like a less intense setting on the weapon so everyone has time to talk and fly away. Oh, well, that's nice of them. Yeah, it is. So everyone flies away. Everyone except Saw, he stays behind. Why would he stay behind? He says he's tired of running. Seriously? That's what we're going with. Seems like a weird, unnatural thing to do. Yeah, well, I had to
Can't
kill
be
him
tired
off
of running.
because
He
he
had no
kind of
limbs.
served his purpose
get on
and
the
having
ship.
him around would cause problems. Oh, plot convenience, I get it. Right, because later I want the rebels to not believe Jyn when she tells them about the message. Doesn't she bring it with her? No, she forgot it because plot convenience. Gotcha. So anyway, they're gonna track down Jin's dad, and he's gonna repeat that her nickname is Stardust, because that's gonna be important later. Okay. And then he's gonna die in an explosion. Wait, another character is gonna die in an explosion? Literally every character except a wisecracking robot's gonna die in an explosion. You
wrong
didn't
with that?
feel like mixing
Yeah.
that up a bit? I did not. Fair enough. Also, they're
God.
all gonna explode immediately after serving their one purpose in the movie, usually flipping a switch or something. That's pretty harsh. Yeah, I mean, if someone's no longer useful to me, why would I keep them alive, right? You're talking about script writing, right? Not real life. Wouldn't you like to know? Security. 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 Anyway, then we're
seriously,
gonna have a
yeah.
scene where Krennic goes to see Darth Vader when he's taking a bath and then gets choked by him. Oh, so that's like a sex scene? Oh,
Oh, God.
It's like a badass thing. Oh, okay, because the way you described it. Yeah, no, my bad. That's okay. And then later, Jin's gonna give a big motivational speech to the rebels about getting the plans, and they're gonna be like, Nah. Oh, bummer. But then her and some people are gonna take off in a ship anyway. Oh, very rebellious rebels. Yeah, and they're gonna
Yes,
be
they
asked
are.
what the name of their ship is, and the pilot's gonna be like Rogue One. Hey, Rouge One, that's the name of the movie.
Stop
That's
it.
right, that's kind of right. I love when that happens. It is fun. So then they're gonna go to this planet called Scarif. What happens there? Well, the main characters are gonna have to turn some important knobs and flip some important switches. Very exciting. And then die in explosions. You're really doing that explosion thing, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Well, all right then. And then the rebels are gonna find out that some people went rogue, so they're gonna send a bunch of ships to help out. Weren't they against it? Yeah, but now that it's actually happening, they're gonna do a convenient 180 on the subject. That's convenient. And then Jin's
Bad
gonna
for
send the
politics.
plans
They
off
don't.
into space with a big satellite. And then I'm guessing she dies in an explosion? Yeah, super big explosion. Wow. And then Darth Vader's gonna have such a badass scene, it's gonna make him seem like a pansy in the original trilogy. Really?
Kinda,
And then
yeah.
Leia's gonna get the plans and say the word hope one last time. Like a young Princess Leia? Yeah, you can make her young with CGI, right? Please stop making me do that. Alright, so anyway, what do you think? Well, I think fans will love it, you know? I think it's gonna do great. Awesome. Although, to be fair, we can slap the name Star Wars on anything and it's guaranteed to be a hit. That is true.
Not.
No. No, it's not.
We've learned that lesson.
Have they?
We have, not them.
All right, so I have no idea. I don't remember how often they said the word hope in that movie, but they really did say it a lot, didn't they?
They used it quite a few times.
Yeah. And it's funny how like so many people only existed to flip a switch.
Well, they were more fun than that. Honestly, I was kind of surprised they didn't talk about how that one guy was blind throughout the entire movie, but somehow still fighting capably.
You know, it's a good point, but they never asked that about him in the. Well, we haven't seen the John Wick 4 movie yet, but they never asked him that either. But he was a very capable fighter there too.
Yeah.
That's just his thing, I guess.
Like I know your senses are heightened, but like how are you shooting down a TIE fighter from like 500 yards away and you can't see it?
No, that's a good point. But he also boasted that the Force was with him no matter what, and maybe it was in some small degree
Maybe it was. Maybe it was.
because he could see people's auras, or he could I guess the energy they would give off, he could see it. Remember when they were on that planet, whenever Andor went off to go look for Galen Erso there, he asked, "Does he look like a killer?" And they're like, "No, he's got a friendly face." Like, why do you ask that? Well, because usually people's auras glow in a certain way when they're about to kill, and he could see that.
Fair point. Fair point.
Yeah, it's part of that. I'm pretty sure that was the Force
Yeah.
working through him, even if he wasn't fully a Jedi.
Yeah.
So.
I didn't think there was a lot of plot holes to this movie going in, and I think he kind of confirmed that because I didn't hear too many complaints. He did make a good point though, like that scene with Darth Vader just going through there and killing everybody like it was nothing was better than anything he did in the original trilogy.
I know, right? Which we'll have to give him a little bit of a break on. I feel like back in the day, they had no idea where this whole thing would end up.
Right.
So how could you possibly prepare for that?
Yeah.
So,
But even then, I mean, you consider what he did. It's not like he was out there being acrobatic like you see the Jedi being. Like he was literally just casually walking down a hallway using the Force and a sword.
I know. It made it look like nothing.
Yeah, you could have gotten away with that with 80s effects.
I think you could have. But you could tell they were trying to blend right into the next movie as best as they possibly could.
Yeah.
Or right into the original movie, so
Yeah.
it made sense.
Now, what were your feelings on the whole Peter Cushing Tarkin thing?
When I saw it, I paid no mind to it because I could tell it wasn't a natural thing there. The more it became something that's more widely used, I'm a little bit against it because I feel like it in the case of Rogue One, it's probably okay because I don't know who you get to fill that role if you didn't use him. But in like other cases where you could get people to fill roles easily, but they're going to use AI to do it instead.
Yeah.
I got a problem with that because it takes work away, which is why I don't blame the writers and the actors in Hollywood right now for doing what they're doing.
No, I don't either.
But-
It's a very good fight that they have going there.
Yes. So, but in this case, like I had no idea that you'd see it here, and it would end up being a point of emphasis for why they're stopping up the works in Hollywood. So, for me, I wasn't against it when the movie came out, and I can't be against it now. But I'm against it overall because I don't want AI to take work away from people that do this work.
No, I think I'm there with you. I think you had to use it just because Peter Cushing is such a well-known person, just in general, and because he was that actor. I can see why you kind of had to go with that because you're going to have a hard time finding somebody that actually looks just like him and sounds like him.
I think you're right.
So under the circumstances, I think it was okay. But yeah, I'm with you. Like, you don't need to AI everybody just because you can.
No, absolutely not. And for me, it's like the idea of constantly using AIs to do things. You're paying unnecessary amounts of money to make it go forward, whereas you could pay people to do the job, give them work while they can do it, and you'll actually look like you're putting together a human piece of work here.
Right.
Which is, I think, more than anything, doing things with humans allows you to have more connection. You don't get that from like artificially sourced material.
The thing is too, even CGI is not 100% believable yet. So no matter how much you AI it up, it's never going to look quite right.
No, that's a good point. I don't know. You tell us, fam. Are you kind of with us on that, or do you have a different take on it? I'd like to hear what your thoughts are. It's a good question to pose there. Definitely. But they also did the same thing with Princess Leia. So
Yeah.
And I was kind of hoping that they would have something on Alan Tudyk's role in this movie, but they didn't. I guess because he didn't have any issues there.
I don't know. I think there's something you could have talked about there, like the fact how he's so depressed the whole time.
Fair.
He has no faith whatsoever in what's happening.
He's also very cynical.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was just kind of hoping for more from
Yeah.
them on that, but it was only a 5-minute video, so we'll let it go.
Yeah, I think there's probably more they could have talked about, but at the same time, I really liked Rogue One, so I can't say that blame them for not having a lot to complain about.
Right. I think I'm comfortable leaving it there for you guys. If you want to give us your thoughts on anything there, fam, and of course, tell us what you think about them using AI in this movie to fill in the gaps there, and just overall what your feelings are on it, guys. But as always, be sure to like, subscribe, hit the bells, leave comments, and like and subscribe again, and check us out on all that stuff up there, guys. But until next time, this is Cocktail Flicks. I'm Joe.
I'm Dan.
And we'll catch you on the flip side. Cheers to you, fam. Cheers to you, Dan.
Cheers to you, Joe.
May the force be with you.